witches. So today's going to be a little bit of a different video for me. It's not so scripted. We've kind of gotten through all of the correspondences and stuff that are like majorly important to starting your craft, and hopefully you're doing a little bit more research and adding things to your Book of Shadows. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about being in the broom closet and how that can affect your witchcraft. So I'm really lucky that I can have stuff out and like have a partner who's cool with that. For the majority of my craft, a lot of people didn't know that I was doing this. So, you know, that was definitely really hard. So I started practicing when I was about 13 years old. Obviously I was a minor and I did not exactly have parental permission to start really researching it. But I remember like going to the library and like reading all sorts of books. I eventually, one of my parents, my mom, came around to it and she kind of like embraced it, and like we had this whole really cool moment of like celebrating the summer solstice together, and it was like really cool. And that was when I was maybe like 18, so I was like an actual adult. But you know, I did have conversations with her about like explaining exactly what it was, and she was really on the fence about it for a really long time. And eventually I'm really lucky in that she came around. A lot of my family doesn't really know, and it's kind of like just not something that it really concerns them, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. But luckily I do, like I said, I have my own space and I have a partner who is like very supportive and very cool about it, so that's amazing. Prior to me like kind of having this space, I did like, I had an altar like in my like parents' house and stuff that I had, and I was just like, it's my nature table. Like I definitely hid it, like you know, they had found some literature that I had and they were kind of like, don't do this, you know. But again, I get that I was a minor, and you know, once I became an adult I was able to kind of practice on my own, and that's like I feel like I have a good outcome with that. I know that some people are like very uncomfortable being out and practicing because they're not sure, or maybe you're just discovering it and you're not sure you want to like call yourself this, or maybe you're in an environment that isn't safe for you to be practicing, and like that is super valid. I just want people who are in the broom closet to know that you're seen. Like I get it, I've been there, and you know, as your craft and as your path unfolds, there might be an opportunity for you to be a little bit more open about it. But you know, I think that sometimes that privacy can kind of like help strengthen you in your craft. I know it did for me, because it was like something that I could do for myself. Like it was almost like a form of self-care, which is like, you know, it was good for me. So maybe if you're kind of struggling with like, this is like totally sucks, you can kind of reframe it in your mind, I guess. But I've seen online that like, or I feel like online there is this like community that like really might make you feel like you're not witch enough, which is like stupid. But you know, there are people who have all these like really elaborate altars, and there's a lot of people who are like really just gatekeepy and like gross about it. And you know, oh, you're not doing it right, or like if you do something wrong they'll like jump down your throat, oh, didn't you know that, blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, just like relax. First of all, relax. You don't need anything to be a witch, as long as you like believe in what you're saying and you believe in, you know, like you don't need anything, period, full stop, to be a witch. You do not need an altar. You don't even need a Book of Shadows. As long as you are comfortable in your faith and your craft, and you are doing the magic that you can and the magic that you want, and you call yourself a witch, we're good, we're Gucci. Like but because it is hard, it's really super hard for some people to like talk to their family about it. I had a very bad experience, which I will be talking about in my next video, where like there were some family members who found out and were not pleased. So like I get it and I hear you. If you ever need to talk to somebody about it, I'm here, and just know that your craft is valid and I see you. All right, bye.